Kate. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well today. That's not fun. I mean, it's always not fun, but especially in the summertime, it's extra not fun to not be feeling well. So I'm just going to make this video on, and just so you know, this is a 30-minute lesson you would normally have had today. So I know you're used to 45 minutes, but just so if I cover less material than normal, it's because we only have a 30-minute lesson. So this video is going to be about 10 minutes, and then you can check the rest of the information in your lesson plan. And it's just the same Google Doc as always. I mean, you know that because you probably opened this video from that Google Doc. So anywho, so I'm just going to focus on the new song we started on at your last summer lesson. Or it might have been the last lesson of the year, I can't remember. But the Howl's Moving Castle song, this one. That one. So, I just have the music up on my computer here. I recommend you do the same. If you need to pause and go back to that lesson plan document, I put the link for the music in there so you can find it and follow along with me. Okay, so the first thing we need to be aware of with this song is that we do have a key signature of B flat and E flat. So that means anytime we come across a B or an E note, they are, of course, going to be flat. Oh, Chrome, what are you doing? There we go. So the first couple measures, it starts off with just right hand, and we have D and E flat are our first notes. So we do 3 sets of going between those. So I would use finger 3 personally, just because I find it more comfortable. So I would go 3 on the D and 4 on the E flat. And we go back and forth 3 times. So go 1, 2, 3. And then on the next measure, we do the same pattern, but it's on C and D. So it's C, D, C, D, C, D. And you see how I'm keeping my hand in one spot. So I'm using 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Then you're going to put finger 1, your thumb on the B flat, and it's B flat to C. So B flat, C, 2, 3. So let's just practice that pattern. We go D, E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, C, D, C, D, C, D, B flat, C, B flat, C, B flat, C, and that's the first 3 measures of the song. So now for the 4th measure, this is still only right hand. I'm going to play the A that's coming up with my thumb, finger 1. Then you're going to cross finger 3 over to the G and play the F sharp with finger 2. So here are the first 3 measures with just right hand. Ooh, got a little fuzz. So we go D, E flat, D, E flat, oops, D, E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, C, D, C, D, C, D, B flat, C, B flat, C, B flat, C, A, G, F sharp. Okay. Now, we'll finish up the line with our right hand, and then we'll go back, and left hand, you're just holding a D octave. So it's low D with your pinky, and D above middle C with your thumb. So that's all that left hand does on line 1. So the last measure of line 1 in the right hand, you have a D-A-D. So it's a dad, or a D sandwich if you want. So you're going finger 1 on D, finger 2 on A, finger 1 you're going to tuck under again to D, then finger 2 on F sharp, and then this chord at the end of the line, we'll build it from the bottom up. It's D, F sharp, A, D, and that's a bit of a reach, so I would recommend with that you do a rolled chord. So instead of all of the notes at once, I know my hand's a little bit out of frame there, but instead of all of the notes at once, I would start bottom up and just stack them, and the quicker, the more you practice stacking, your end result that you're aiming for is, so if you just practice stacking, and you get a little faster each time, then you'll get that effect at the end. It takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get there. So that very last measure, we go D, A, D, oops, sorry, D, I think I said finger 2 originally. Try finger 3, it might be more comfortable. So D, A, D, F sharp, chord. So let's just review that first line with the right hand. And again, I know I don't have to say this, but I'll just remind you, if you need to slow this video down, you go for it. bottom, well, it's either here or here. I don't know if YouTube flips it when it uploads, but you know how to go to the settings, change playback speed, and then go to custom. Slow it down to as slow as you need to if you need to slow it down. So here's line 1 just with the right hand. Finger 3 starting on D. Here we go. D, E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, C, D, C, D, C, D, B flat, A, B flat, A, B flat, A, G, F sharp, D, A, D, F sharp chord. Okay, now the only thing we have to add in is D octaves in the left hand, and that happens on the last measure. So here is line 1, right hand and left hand, but left hand's just chilling to the very end of the line. So here it is one more time. I'll say finger numbers instead of notes this time. And again, if it's too much, I know I'm going kind of quick, but this is just so you have something good to practice on. If I'm going too fast, slow the video down. So here we go. Finger 3 on D, ready to go. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. And that's everything for line 1. Now, we'll go on to line 2, but we're only going to focus on right hand for line 2 because left hand is a little bit wonkier, and we're going to learn something called chords and how to read chord symbols. So left hand we got to chill and take a little vacation on for now. So right hand on line 2, we start with a D. I would use finger 1. So we're going to go D, G, B flat with finger 3, and you're going to high D with finger 5 now. So you go D, G, B flat, D, D, C, B flat, A, B flat, 2, 3, G, B flat, B, G, G, F, E flat, F, 2, 3. So that is line 1 plus 1 measure in the left hand there, or sorry, in the right hand. So from line 2 to measure 1 on line 3, which is measure 13. Again, if I'm going too fast, just slow it down. That's okay. Here is right hand line 2. You don't have to do this yet, but I'm just going to show you where this song is going to go. Here is line 1 and line 2 in both hands. And I'm going to add something in the left hand. Don't worry, we'll add it later. Going on line 3 so you can hear what it'll sound like. Oh, that's right. Okay, and that's all you get for your free preview. So what I would like you to practice at home, and again, this is the final time I'll say it just as a quick reminder, go as slow as you need to. Slow down this video if you need to. That's absolutely okay. In fact, I recommend you do that. Your goal for whenever I see you next, your next lesson, is line 1, hands together, because again, you only have a D octave. Oh, my sunbird. You only have a D octave in left hand on line 1, so you can totally do that. Again, just remember B flats and E flats. Watch out for those. Yeah, so goal is line 1, hands together, and line 2 up to the first measure of line 3 with just right hand. So basically, this is your goal. Obviously, you can go slower. And then just right hand. So anything else, you can just check your lesson plan. I'll give you some notes in there what to practice for your technique and theory and all that fun stuff as well. But I hope you're having an awesome summer aside from being sick. That's really stinky. I hope you're feeling better really, really soon. Happy practicing, and I will see you next time. Bye, Kate!